But first, many of us love taking photos of friends and family and other things, but it's the next step, actually taking those photos off your phone and organizing them, that trips so many of us up. So today, let us help you get your photo collection under control. Jamie Cook is a busy photo-taking mother who has done the research to find some practical solutions. So Jamie, tell us what motivated you to do this research.
Oh, well, here's the thing. It's like we have our DSL cameras, we have our phones, we have video. We have so many, hundreds of thousands of photos. And what are we doing with them, right? So I tapped into some of my friends and some of my readers from my Instagram, Wander and Scout, and asked them, okay, what are you doing that works to actually do something with these photos?
Right, because back in the day, we used to print all of those photos off, put them in a scrapbook, and now we're not talking about scrapbooking anymore. We're taking this to a whole new level.
And we have way more photos than we used to have, too.
We do, yes. So tell me, you reviewed with some of your friends, talked to a few of them to see what they were doing. So tell us who you have first.
Okay, so first up is my really good friend, Michelle. And she found just a really simple way for her to get the photos off of her phone and into her hands. So check out what she has to say.
Chatbooks for me relieves so much of my mommy guilt. Before Chatbooks, I always felt so guilty that I couldn't keep up with all the scrapbooking of my kids' pictures and memories. But now with Chatbooks, it's so nice knowing I can just take a picture and it goes right into a book. And I can do it from anywhere, like my car, in the carpool line, like I am right now. Thank you, Chatbooks.
Awesome, Michelle.
She's so
okay,
cute.
she's number one darling, and number two, let's all watch for her at the stoplight, right?
I know.
Okay, so Chatbook's one option. What's another option?
Yeah, so I love about the Chatbooks, they're only $8 a book, and you can set it up so that it automatically imports and they print them out and send them to you. So that's awesome. And the thing about Chatbooks, and I feel like I try and live by the motto, done is better than perfect, right? And so sometimes it's like we have these great ideas of how we're gonna do these beautiful albums, and instead the photos just sit there. So this is one way to actually get them done, get them in your kids' hands.
Well, and I love it. You said it, the price is right on that one. $8 a book is pretty good. And you're getting quite a few photos in one book.
Yeah. And they're great too, because you can stick them in your purse. Your little ones can look at them at the doctor's office or wherever. And so we're a big fan, and it's a Utah-based company, so
awesome.
Even better.
Even better. Okay, who's next?
Okay, so next up is my friend Amy, and she is doing something really unique. She's making a video every month with clips from her phone. So let's see what she has to say about that.
So pictures help us remember specific moments, but video takes us back to those actual moments to relive. And so every day I'm taking videos of everyday things, of our adventures, of our outings, and at the end of the month I make a video. And it's one of our family's most absolute favorite things.
Okay, so Amy has a good idea there. Instead of going with the traditional photo, you're doing a video. And it is true, kids love to sit down and watch videos, and it's kind of an easy way to access
And you're
them.
catching their little voices and their giggles and the movement that you don't always catch in a picture. So these are great because on the iPhone, you actually have iMovie on there. I don't think most people even realize that. I didn't even realize you have photo editing software on your iPhone. And if you don't have an iPhone, Filmora, like Filmora, is a great app that that you can use to make these little videos. Another one is, it's called 1 Second Everyday app, and it actually takes a video. It prompts you to take a video each day and use just like a little clip of it, and it makes a montage, and it's super cute. And the one thing I want to say, like huge PSA here, is take horizontal videos. Because people are taking vertical videos and they're not filling the frame. So take horizontal videos.
Okay, so before you decide to jump on the video bandwagon, you just make sure that you know how to use your phone.
Yes,
right? Okay.
yes.
So go horizontal, don't do vertical. Great for the video and great tips on those apps.
Yes.
Okay, who do we have next?
Okay, so next up is Steph Clay, and she talks about how you can organize your photos using Google Photo. So here is what she has to say about that.
My very favorite photo organization and backup secret weapon is Google Photos. It's free and it's automatic once you set it up to back up all of your photos, and you can use it to search the content of your photos without tagging or organizing or doing anything else to them. No more lost photos ever. You can find any photo you need with just a couple taps.
Okay, I just love that Steph said my backup secret weapon. Right? Like, we got this in our back pocket, people. You better watch out. So this sounds like an absolute great way to do it. I've heard a lot about Google and their app. Tell us more.
So actually, Steph has a lot of great information. She actually does a free class online. So if you go to modernphotosolutions.com or Modern Photo Solutions on Instagram, you can find out her free class and learn everything you need to know about Google Photos.
Awesome. So Steph is our resident expert on Google Photos.
Yes.
And great advice on getting that. Okay, what's your last strategy?
Yeah, okay, so my friend Sherelle Christensen, she is the master of not only taking beautiful photos, but securely backing them up. So check out her advice on this.
What I try and do is probably about 2 times a month, I will download all my photos from my phone and from my camera, and then I will organize them into folders. So I have a folder for each year, and then it's broken down into months. And then inside each month, I try to individually name the folders. So I'll put the date, and then I will give a description of what's inside. What I'll do is I'll back up all of these photos on a hard drive, and then I'll store it in our fireproof safe. And that way I know that I've got them all organized and together, and they're in one spot where I hope they'll be safe.
Okay, I love that she's doing the backup, because that's one part that so many of us forget, is to go ahead and once we're done with it, put it somewhere safe.
Yes.
Because I've had that experience of my computer crashing, and you think, the first thing I think is, oh no, my pictures, not my pictures, anything else but not my pictures.
Our photos really are, I think, for most of us, our #1 possession, if you want to call them that. So backing them up is key. And so she, I mean, is very systematic about it. She goes in twice a month. She has her external hard drive and a fireproof safe. I bought a fireproof safe so I could do the same thing. It's sitting downstairs empty right now. So I better do something about it.
Safe there.
But she is the wife of an Idaho farmer. They're potato farmers, and her photos are just spectacular. And so preserving those is just so important.
So important. It's so fun. Such a great piece of history.
Yeah.
Now, Jamie, because you are also our resident expert, tell us what you do to preserve your photos.
Okay, yeah. So every year I make, I'm not an expert, okay, not even close. But there's one thing I've done well, and that is that every year I make these, they're like a family yearbook, and I give them to my family for Christmas. So every year my kids know that this is gonna be, hopefully, their favorite gift to open.
So you're giving these not just to grandparents, you're going to the
my
kids
family.
and
So I give
everyone.
one to the Cook family. So that's why it's called the Cookbook. We're the Cook family. And it started out being a blog book that was slurped into a book, or from my blog slurped into the book. Now, most of us don't do family blogs, but I do use Blurb to make all these books. And I find that having, like, choosing what you're gonna commit to is really important. So I committed to these. I've been doing these 8 years. I do them all in the same size, same format, and I can kind of bust them out that way.
And those are fabulous, as you said, for a family to hang on to and just have your kids.
Honestly, I think, like, if it's not in this book, it's almost like the memory didn't happen. So I really try. Every November, I have to have the deadline, and I just put my nose to the grindstone and bust one out. And it's getting hard because time is sort of evaporating, but this is something that I try and put high on my priority list.
Thanks so much, Jamie. Great suggestion.